Hello, Juniper class. I'm out in my backyard for today's art assignment. Today, I would like to challenge you to build a rock cairn. I'm going to share a couple other examples with you on the assignment page, but I'm going to show you my little rock cairn that I made here. See that there? So today, I would like you to try and stack some rocks and make a rock cairn and see how big of a rock cairn you can make, or how creative of one you can make. But I'm going to give you a couple tips here for stacking these. I of course tried to find as many rocks with like a flat surface as I could. Those are going to be the best for stacking, of course. I've got a flat rock here, and so sometimes, you know, this rock isn't perfectly flat. Oh, there's Dora, and he's going to go chase a squirrel. This rock isn't perfectly flat, of course, but you know, it's a little bit more angled on one side than the other. But if I put it on an angled surface, then now this spot on top will be flat. And another little flat rock here I'm going to put there. And then sometimes on some layers, maybe you won't have two flat rocks, or a flat rock, but you could find two rocks. George's probably being really distracting. Let me try it another way. You can find two rocks that you can use to nestle another rock in. And if this rock were also flat, maybe I could fit one more up there. But it's gonna get a little precarious there, so maybe get creative. Maybe you could even use three to make a triangle to balance in between. Though, as part of this assignment, I am going to put my forest ranger hat on here for a minute and tell you something important about rock cairns. Rock cairns can be used in wilderness trails to mark the trail and mark where you should be going. So it's really important not to just put these willy-nilly wherever you want. A lot of people make these just as art on the side of a trail somewhere, but they can actually be confusing to people who are trying to follow the trail, because to many people the cairn is a mark. Oh, George just knocked part of mine over. To many people, the cairn is a marker of where they should be going, and so if there are markers in places where they shouldn't be going, they might end up getting lost. If you put a cairn somewhere where it shouldn't belong, you might end up leading them astray to somewhere they shouldn't have been headed. But cairns can be really important in places like southern Utah, where many of the rocks or many of the trails are just over a long area of sand and rock, and there's no way for people to see where the trail goes. And so if you're walking just on top of a bunch of sandstone, it might be really helpful to have a rock cairn. So if you guys are ever out hiking and losing your way and not able to find your way very well, and you want to help other people that you think might be coming behind you or after you to find their way, Jor, hush. Shh. Then you could build a rock cairn and help them find their way for the people who come after you. As long as you're actually on the right trail, but you make sure that you're actually on the trail before you build a rock cairn.